stuff is supposed to be here at 7 a.m. Why is it not here? 7 a.m. It's not here. Why? This thing does not do timing right, you guys. I'm pissed. I was trying to set it for a few more minutes, but it went live right away. Okay, I'm trying to look up something really quick that I wanted you guys to hear. Actually, a couple things, but probably I'll get to one of them now. And I think a lot of y'all are gonna relate. That's for sure. I think some of you will relate to what I'm going to show you. Or let you listen to, should I say. I have to go see my mama today. Oh. Okay, come on. Oops. Okay. Gotta go see my mama today. Is it on comments? Hold on. Chat all messages. Okay. Hi, I like your name. All I need is love. Ba-bum-bum-bum-bum. All I need is love. Well, it's all you need is love, but you know, you have all I needed. So, how are you? Welcome. I'm gonna wait a few minutes, but I want to play this thing because it is so. Hey, Robert, how are you? Oh yeah. Oh, well, happy birthday coming up. So you're a Libra also? Hold on a minute. This should be in my, hold on a second. Why am I not signed in? Use a safe passkey. Oh my gosh. Scan the QR code with the camera on the device that has your passkey. I don't. Okay, sorry. This thing is pissing me off. You're a Libra. What? What is wrong with my stand? Okay. Safe. Okay. I don't know why it had me signed out. I tried to set this stream up. There we are. I tried to set this stream up so I could give you guys a little bit of warning before I came on. And so, you want to see the flowers my kids brought me? They're kind of dying now, but they were so pretty. Like they went and picked them themselves. I thought it was so sweet. These ones were really pretty. They're starting to die, but that was so sweet of them to come by and visit me on my birthday. I want to play this video for you guys in a minute when a few more people jump in here. How old are you going to be, City of Peace? If you don't mind me asking. My hair is pissing me off today. It's sunny out today, actually. It's been raining the past couple days. And Sosa's here. He's still resting on the bed. I was giving him a hip rub and a butt rub. And I put the little heating pad on his hip. Because, thank you for the thumbs up, guys. I feel like there's just not enough time in the day, ever. I still gotta drive a ways to go see my mom today. I don't know if my son's picking up Sosa or what he's doing. Where's my hair tie? You guys aren't very talkative today. Hello. Hello. Mm. Okay, I'm just gonna play this, okay? Because I guess it's long enough to where you can, people can hear it once they come in.
Young people right now in the workforce.
Hold on, let me go back to the beginning.
I see comments all the time that are like, short
So-
version is,
Okay,
we're
so
really living in interesting times.
this channel, if you want to check her out, her channel is called A Homestead Journey. I know. I've been so busy, Robert. Oh, football Sunday. That's why. The Mariners won yesterday. The Huskies won too. So her channel is called A Homestead Journey, and she's got some good videos. So listen.
A recent poll has showed that 50% of Americans have at least considered relocating within the next few years. This is because of the cost of living and also what's going on with the tensions here in the United States.
I'm Rachel, and my husband and I are leaving behind a six-figure income
Give
to
me a
move
thumbs up
abroad
if you can hear it.
unemployed in 44 days. But before that, we are leaving behind our home in Seattle, where we've lived with our 2 dogs for 12 years, packing up our car, driving across the country to spend the entire month of August with our families in Massachusetts. And that's happening in 8 days, so things are getting real around here. I know a lot of you are going to want to know why, and the short version is we burned out hard chasing the version of success that we're all sold here in the US. And eventually, my husband and I kind of looked at each other and just
Thank you,
said,
Robert.
what if we did this differently? And what if we kind of put our trust in the universe that things are going to work out? So we are packing up our life, our 2 dogs, and we are flying to Italy to try something a little bit slower, a little bit softer, something that feels more honest.
Well, we're looking at leaving.
Okay, this gal bugs me.
We're going to look at Canada and Portugal.
Have fun.
Helen's from Michigan in 2 weeks from yesterday. So, yeah, I haven't said anything on this app because I haven't really been on this app. We've been planning this for about 2 years now. We have 3 kids and a dog, and me and my husband, and we are moving to the Netherlands. And we both quit our corporate jobs of 14 years, and I'm going all in on my own business, which is kind of like content. I do videos and photos for myself as well as for other people and other companies. And yeah, I'm just going all in on myself. Kind of scary. Kind of exciting. Well, this is officially my last evening and my last drive in the divided states of America before me and my family immigrate to Spain tomorrow. And I don't really know what I'm feeling. I actually feel like I'm just compartmentalizing everything right now.
Genuinely asking because I'm curious. I'm not one to fearmonger, but I am wondering how many of us are researching getting out of the US of A, and what are the things that need to happen in order for it to trigger that reaction? I fear that I will wait until it's too late and everybody's trying to do it at the same time, but I also don't want to live in fear, and I love my life in New York City, and I don't know another language because I had education in the United States and they don't value that. You get 2 years after you're 15 when we all know you're supposed to learn it younger, blah, 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 whatever. I guess I'm just afraid that I'm going to be caught in a situation from which I cannot extricate myself, and that I'm not interested in. I also don't want to be trying to leave when millions of other people are trying to leave. So what's the plan?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? If you want to do something in life, you want to do it ahead of the curve because you're going to have advantages if you do something before the masses do. And right now, with a lot of people thinking about leaving the United States, if this is something that you're considering as well, it might be a good time to kind of start getting your ducks in order, at least doing some research. And we all have to ask ourselves, what is the line in the sand? What's the line in the sand for you? Is it when prices of everything just goes up so much that you can't afford it anymore? Is it when you can't afford your rent, your mortgage? Is it when civil unrest potentially erupts everywhere? Comment down below if you actually right now know what the line in the sand is for you, because I'm curious to hear from people that are watching this video, what will be their breaking point?
For 34 days until we move to Ireland, I swear it cannot come any
Ireland,
sooner.
Portugal, the
Anyways,
Netherlands,
here's where we're at now. We've got
Spain,
movers coming
Italy
in 2
so far.
days to pick up all the stuff that we're shipping, so we're really only taking this section, and then we have this section that we need to sell.
A lot of people wanted to know why I chose Albania. It's because of
the lack of barriers.
So
to enter the
Albania, you
country.
guys, if you want to
As Americans,
move, if you want to get out and you need somewhere that you can go that is easy to get into, she's saying Albania, you can go there and live for a year just off your passport. After a year, you have to move out for 90 days at least, and then you can come back. But Albania, if you want to just go and find a place to rent and think about your next moves, she's saying that's what she did. She moved to Albania, and she has a year to figure out from there what she's going to do. If she's going to go back there, what she's going to do. Okay, so the next one, this is
Moving to Mexico.
someone's moving to Mexico. That's the last place I would move because of everything. Okay.
Continuous life, continuous growth.
This guy, I think, lives in Portugal.
I moved to Portugal about 5 months ago, and I live on the countryside. And
He
I
loves
live on a
it.
beautiful farm where there's continuous life, continuous growth. This is fantastic.
Okay, I've been living in Costa Rica for almost 4 years now, and I would never in a million
Hey,
years want to
Donna.
live in a city in the States again. I see all you guys on TikTok, all these people in New York, LA, these major cities.
Seattle.
And to me, that life was miserable.
I
was
have
not
bags
happy.
on the rise,
I
you
was
guys. I'm so
stressed
tired.
out. Didn't feel like I fit in. It was just like, it wasn't it for me. I had so much anxiety also. I was on medication for anxiety. That's how bad it was. I moved to Costa Rica. I am not an anxious person. Just turns out I wasn't meant to live in a city in the States.
That is the way it is for some
Wild.
people.
What
Some
living in
people
Costa Rica
just
has
can't
my
live in
mental
the
health,
city, you
physical
know?
health, my social life. I have the best friends. I love my life so much. I'm so happy here. People ask me all the time when I'm gonna move back to the States, and the answer is never.
I live in the Portuguese countryside. I just moved here from the U.S. a few months ago.
And
I
she's
truly
picking
believe I'm the
potatoes,
luckiest
you guys,
person
and
alive
she's
because
loving
I'm
it.
spending my Saturday morning with my neighbors
Picking potatoes.
picking potatoes from a field, and I couldn't be any happier. So peaceful. Like, I learned so much here.
I think it's great that people are considering at least maybe finding life somewhere else other than the US if that's the right decision for them. But we also have to remember to consider that even though there are a lot of potential benefits of leaving the US, there's also different
Right.
cons.
Well, they
that we're gonna
planned
have
it.
to
A lot
face
of them
as well.
planned it for a
And
couple
this
years,
woman
Donna.
particularly puts it well in
Really
this next video.
budgeted and
Anyone wanting to move out of America, it's all fine and good, but this is what living abroad
this
looks
gal
like.
was talking about how hard it is because
A lot
she's
of time.
alone because of her family is
It's
living
shitty
here.
and lonely and scary and exhausting.
Well, if you're doing it by yourself, I can see
And
that.
there are a lot of people. It's exciting, but it's also some really shitty days.
It's getting cold,
So-
you guys.
There are advantages of being in your home country. You know people, you know the way things work, even though things are changing right now all over the world, kind of constantly everywhere. But realistically, you kind of know how to operate within your own country. So you have to consider all of that. Also, there can be political instability. Again, remember
Judge,
that
I'm
a
jealous.
few years ago, everything that was going
How are
on.
you, sweetheart?
And with
Nice
the
to
rising
see you.
tensions that continue, you really just don't know what can ever happen.
I'm
So
getting old,
you
and
have to
I don't
take
want to
all
be
those things
here
into
forever.
consideration. And then you have to think about economically as well. What do you plan to do to provide for yourself and your family? Even people that are digital nomads. We all know things
Yeah,
can
what
change
kind of
overnight.
job?
You know,
Is
you can't
there
always
jobs
fully
offered
rely
where you're
on
moving, or are you staying
income,
home, or
wherever
what?
you are getting it from, whether you are self-employed or not, and that's a risk that we all take. But again, hopefully you have some savings if you are going abroad, because in the event that your income does stop, it may be a little bit more difficult to find another job wherever you are. So take all that into consideration. Again, especially if there is a language barrier, if you don't speak the language. These are all very realistic situations that you could find yourselves in. But nevertheless, a lot of people are moving overseas.
A few
That's
days
true,
ago, I
Robert.
did a post about what I'm doing to try to reduce the cost of my home. And I asked people what they were doing,
Nice.
partly because I thought it would help us share ideas with one another.
This lady makes a point. Listen to what she says.
The amount of comments on that post where people are saying,
Listen.
I feed my children and I don't eat. Or I eat every third day. Or I'm eating one meal a day. or the bare minimum food is a pretty common trend in that post. While we've been watching this situation going on in Gaza, it's happening closer to home too. There are many people here who are literally that food insecure.
Yeah.
And I know the whole platform was, oh, there's so much abuse and SNAP and this and that. There are actually people not eating for days here.
Yep. Okay.
And
Okay, so
I don't think that's getting enough attention.
Afford what they used to be able to afford, and they're cutting back a lot. Then you have people that can't afford much at all and are going to food banks. This is a huge problem, and everyone is starting to feel the squeeze if they're not already. And we're at that point where it's like the frog in the pot.
and let me just say from I'm so excited for you. You got your cabin almost ready. I'll be there full time in the spring, never to be heard from again unless someone drives to me. That's the way to do it, and I wish I could do it too, Judge, because I'm such a recluse in my old age. But listen, I am living proof that things are way, what's the word I'm looking for? Unattainable, unsustainable. I work anywhere between 40 and 60 hours a week, right? Depending on the week. I live rent-free because of my job. I still have no money saved. How is that possible? Vet bills, grocery bill. I mean, everything costs so much money. Hey, Ricky. You too, honey. And I hope you had a great birthday. You're the same age as me. If you are unhappy with where you are, try looking at other places in the I've been, Robert. I actually have been. So more secluded places. But like I said, I mean, these, all the bills, everything is so expensive. Insurance, all of it. So even if I live rent-free because that's a perk of my job, I still haven't saved. I mean, I don't make a lot of money either. So, there's that. But she's showing more people sharing their experiences and how all of these companies, phone companies, insurance companies, all these companies are adding on a bunch more fees. So something they paid $100 for at one time is now $147 because of all these extra fees, and they can't explain what the fees are for. It's easier with a partner, but we still go paycheck to paycheck. Yep. That's it. The cabin in the middle of the mountains. I'm glad you had a good birthday, Ricky.
That's boiling.
My kids came to see me on my
realizing,
birthday.
hey, we're in trouble here.
It can't be just me who thinks they need to go get a second, third, or fourth job to just be able to afford groceries. I have to buy groceries every 2 weeks. No matter how much I'm trying to cut back, it's still $500-$600, and
It's insane.
I'm drowning. It is so stressful.
And I do want to say something, okay? And I know Ricky doesn't like Trump. A lot of people don't like Trump. But I'm going to say this. Everyone's blaming Trump for why everything's so expensive. This started before Trump got into office. Remember, eggs were $7, $8, $9. Just all of this bread, astronomically expensive. But what people don't understand, he's been in there how many months now? It takes time. I mean, he can't just come in, snap his fingers, and be like, okay, the economy's beautiful now. No, things have to happen in steps for things to change. It's going to take some time to get out of this mess. And people are like, oh, the tariffs. Maybe right now, yes, the tariffs are a big part of things, but think about when we start getting that money in for us. You know what I'm saying? And when other things start changing for us, it's like sometimes you have to give up something to gain something. And I'm just saying, in order for things to change, we're gonna suffer for a while. But then I believe it's gonna get better. And I'm a little, okay, I don't know if this is a whole nother topic, but Qatar now is gonna be building an airline in our country. I'll have to let you guys listen to it. I told you once before, if you come with me, I'll have to like flying because I fly a lot. I'd rather fly than speed 3 hours driving. I know I'm terrified of flying, but I do it. I want you to hear this one part.
Have you been to the grocery store? Oh my gosh. I don't know. I go just about every day. And I'm in shock.
I feel like, Robert, every day I go to the store, things have gone up a nickel, a dime.
Except for the price of eggs have come down. But everything else is crazy. I mean,
a bag of potato chips, $8.
You know what I'm noticing as well is everyone is looking at the prices. They're moving the tag and looking at the prices.
Absolutely.
There's people here just picking up like their one meal after work.
Yep.
What happened to lower groceries on day one? What happened?
I'm just infuriated by it. I can't get ahead. Every month I try to get ahead and I can't get ahead.
Yep.
And I don't know how to cope with that. I don't know how to cope with that.
I don't buy coffees
Everything
out.
is so expensive, especially in the last like 6 months.
I don't eat lunch out.
I can barely get by. So I don't know how I'm supposed to retain hope. Am I supposed to get a doctorate so that I can afford a studio apartment? Like, is that where we're getting to at this point? Like, I don't know
I
what
saw
the
this
answer
house
is to
for
this,
rent.
but
It was
it's
like
so
$4,300
bad. And I
a
just
month.
wanted to get on here
It's like, what
and
the-
tell you, if you are experiencing the same thing, you're so not alone. Everything is so expensive and it's infuriating to me.
Food insecurity is going to be a growing problem. The supply chain is already very fragile, and if you're just completely dependent on it, that's an issue. In your grocery store, there's no more than about 3 days worth of food on the shelves. What happens when everybody starts to freak out and buy up all that food if something happens with the supply chain? And even if the supply chain is fine, then the prices of all the foods and goods are going up so much because of the economy, because of the tariffs. I mean, there's a lot of different factors here at play. So, and they've been going up for time. It has not just been because of, the past few months
That's
that prices
right.
have been going up. Yes, they've gone up a lot more,
This
but
has
they've
happened.
been going up for a while now, for quite a while.
Yep.
Well, people are complaining that the prices in grocery store have gone up, and our president is saying that prices went down. I'm in the chop meat, which is 93%.
He said
$1,000
pretty
salary a
soon
year
gas
and
is supposed to be
808
under
and over.
$2.
It doesn't work. I'm going to be real with you here because I see no future for people in America. After seeing the high cost of homes nationwide, the high cost of gas, the high cost of food, the high cost of rent, cars, rental cars, used cars, insurance, healthcare, taxes, and every other thing, how is anybody in this country supposed to prosper that's
Hi,
not
Big
already
D.
wealthy? Can someone tell me that?
Bye,
The
Ricky.
pulling
Have a
yourself
great
up
day.
by your bootstraps argument is over. It
That's
doesn't
right.
work now. You have average home prices of $512,000. Grocery prices are almost 100% more since 4 years ago. Same with rent, same with mortgages, same with used cars, same with new cars. Taxes are slightly lower, and I do mean slightly. Wages are slightly up, but no way in hell will that meet the requirements. I just saw a story about a nurse with a $75,000 salary a year and an 808 credit score, denied for getting a home. Zero student loan debt too. So debtless, making 75 grand a year with an over 800 credit score.
And she
not
got
good enough
denied.
for a house.
Yep.
So what are we doing?
How are you
Credit card debt. And right now, banks are eating that interest rate up while we're all surviving. You mean to tell me that the average American goes to their mind-sucking job, works 8 to 12 hours, to have everything deducted, have nothing left to live on, and we're forced to put food on the table by using credit cards?
Is a perfect way to say it. Mind-sucking job.
So I had a phone plan that I started about a year and a half ago. It was about $115 a month. A little overpriced for a single line, but sure. I was willing to pay.
Our loser governor just raised our
they're trying to charge me
taxes like
$167 a
$3.4
month
billion.
for the rest of the contract. They don't specify why. They just, it's extra service fees. I'm sorry. $47 more in service fees a month I have to pay? That makes no. And then I literally go to my auto insurance, which was quoted to me when I first started the policy, which was a 6-month policy, at $311. $311. It's way overpriced, but I drive an Audi, so what the ever. I guess I'll pay the $300 a month for insurance. Then I go back to my policy, and they're telling me I owe $374 a month for the remaining 3 months. Extra accrued service fees. My storage unit used to be $97 a month for my stuff. It is now $145. They raised the price on the contract and on the agreement that I made with the company. This is the same with the insurance company. This is the same with the phone plan company that I'm putting this video on. When are we going to get sick and tired of corporate America taking our money? I'm getting real sick and tired of this. This isn't even like a political view on left or right side or anything like that. I'm sick of America stealing from its citizens. I'm sick of corporate billion-dollar conglomerate oligarchies that continue to throw little fees and fines on us like we owe it, like we have to force ourselves to pay because they contractually can keep us in a contract. It's getting old. How did my bills go up over $400 in the past month from accrued
Where is that
fees?
supposed to come
They
from?
can't even specify why those fees were raised. We need to hold these people accountable. These CEOs, CFOs, these owners of these corporate businesses, billion-dollar wallets packed. All these rich, horrible people where it's like, well, they earned it fair and square.
No, they
by
didn't.
people
No, they
over
didn't.
And ripping people off.
Place to live because I can't afford $1,300 a month in rent, and then
$1,400? That's cheap
$650
rent.
car note, and then $300 in insurance, and then you got utilities, and then, it's just
What was I
it's
paying,
either I eat
$2,200
or I pay my
a year
bills,
ago?
and then even then it's like, okay, well, which bill is gonna be late this month? And I'm so sick of it.
Yeah.
Like all these apartment complexes and realtors and even private renters.
Yeah, there it is. It's rough, you guys. It's getting bad. There's this other Robert. I want you to tell me. I need you to listen to this because I'm a little put off by this. Hold on. Video. Guitar. What's it called? Airways. Okay. Here it is. Hegseth announces Qatar will build Air Force facility at U.S. base in Idaho. This is what I'm talking about.
So I'll just say we are honored and excited to be signing an additional agreement here with Qatar. And it's been an interesting couple of weeks, I will say. Yes, we're glad to welcome you here. We're grateful for the strong partnership that we have, the way you support our troops at LUD, Your Excellency, the line of communication we've had together, which has been robust ever since the beginning of this administration, and then especially since the events that have transpired over the last month. We want to thank you. I also want to thank you for the release of the Americans detained in Afghanistan. The American Amir Amiri on September 28th. Qatar mediated that, just like you have been a core part of what has unfolded in Gaza. A historic moment. No one other than President Trump could have achieved the peace that what we believe will be a lasting peace in Gaza. And
We
Qatar
know what's
played
coming
a
next.
substantial
Jesus is
role
coming.
from the beginning, working with our folks to ensure that came about. So I want to thank you for that historic piece. I look forward to joining the president as that gets, it's already been delivered, but as that's formally signed as well. And I'm also proud that today we're announcing, we're signing a letter of acceptance to build a Qatari Emiri Air Force facility at the Mountain Home Air Base in Idaho. Location will be host a contingent of Qatari F-15s and pilots to enhance our combined training, increase lethality, interoperability.
I
It's just another
know
example
other
of
countries
our
have
partnership.
airways,
And I
but
hope you know, Your Excellency, that you can count on us. We saw in Midnight Hammer in those moments when we needed support in the region that Qatar was there.
But
without a
there's
doubt, without
a
point.
clip of Trump
that is-
saying back in, was it 2016, that these people are terrorists. So why? Oh my gosh. Laura Bloomer, I don't really like her, but Laura Loomer, not Bloomer. I don't know why I said Bloomer. Laura Loomer put something out saying she's not supporting the Republicans anymore. She's not supporting or this administration anymore unless they do these specific things. And they're things that are just kind of a no-brainer. Anyways, they're going to make a Mar-a-Lago there, basically, like he said. Jesus is supposed to come soon. I vaguely remember things are supposed to get to work. Yeah, and there's another video I saved so I could share with you guys. And it talks about how this peace deal is aligning with scripture. And I want to, where's my playlist? There it is. Okay, so I think it's under, did I put it, which one did I put it under? Hold on. I don't think I put it under political, did I? Amanda Bynes. Oh my gosh, I remember that. Oh, I have Latiti on my playlist. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Is it under the political ones? Hold on a second.
Good afternoon. I'm Brian.
I don't like Jared Kushner. I never have. Okay, let me see if I can find this one. I just don't like him. He gives me the creeps. I don't know why. Okay, where is that video? Hold on. Did I put it under political? Maybe I put it under this one. Hold on. Oh, shut up, Lisa. Lisa, it doesn't let me pause it.
Yeah, 4:30.
Okay, I don't want to listen to you, that's for sure. Where is it? Sorry guys, hold on, damn it. What did I do with it? It's very interesting. Maybe it's in my history. It's got to be in my history. Hold on a second. Because I just watched it last night, so. Okay. Where's the rest of my history? View all. There we go. Okay. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, hold on. This channel is called
2025.
Grace Digital Network. It's called Grace Digital Network.
A ceasefire takes effect in Gaza. World leaders are celebrating. The media is calling it historic. Behind the scenes of this peace agreement stands a man
you guys
who
hear
holds
it?
no official government position. A man who isn't the president. UAE,
Shit.
Saudi, Discovery One, drafted the framework. He negotiated with 7 nations. He secured the signatures. And when the deal was announced, the entire world applauded. His name? Jared Kushner. You will be shocked to discover 5 key findings about this.
Listen.
Discovery 1. Who is Jared Kushner and why now? Let's start with the man himself. If you're not familiar with Jared Kushner, let me give you the 30-second version. He's Donald Trump's son-in-law, married to Ivanka. He served as a senior advisor during Trump's first administration. And during that time, he orchestrated something remarkable, the Abraham Accords. Those were the peace agreements that normalized relations between Israel and several Arab nations, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Morocco, and Sudan. It was unprecedented, historic, and it made Kushner a household name in Middle
Texas
East diplomacy.
Taurus, he is.
But then Trump left office, and Kushner disappeared from public view. He started a private investment firm called Affinity Partners. He stayed quiet. He stayed out of politics. Until now. Because over the last 9 months, Kushner has been working behind the scenes on something much bigger than the Abraham Accords. He's been drafting, negotiating, and finalizing a 20-point peace plan between Israel, Hamas, and a coalition of Arab nations. And he's done it without holding a single official title. No ambassador position, no cabinet role, no formal authority. And yet, on October 9th, when the peace agreement was signed, Donald Trump
My
publicly
birthday.
thanked Jared Kushner by name. He called him essential. He called him irreplaceable. He called him the one who made it happen. So here's the question. Is Jared Kushner a peacemaker, or is he a deal maker? But let's put the speculation aside for a moment. Let's talk about the prophecy. Discovery 2. Parallels between Kushner's plan and Daniel's prophecy. All right, let's get specific. Why do people claim that Kushner's actions align with Daniel's prophecy? We need evidence, real evidence, not speculation, not sensationalism, facts. Let's start with the most obvious one. Parallel number 1, a covenant with many, backed by nations. Daniel chapter 9, verse 27 says, "He shall confirm the covenant with many, not with one, not with two, with many." Now, most peace agreements in history are bilateral. 2 parties,
Yes,
2 signatures.
Vicky.
Simple. But this plan, it's the opposite of simple. Let me walk you through who's involved. Israel. Obviously, they're the primary party. Hamas, the militant organization controlling Gaza. Egypt, acting as the primary mediator and hosting the final negotiations in Sharm el-Sheikh. Qatar, providing financial backing and diplomatic pressure. The United Arab Emirates, offering economic investment and regional legitimacy. Saudi Arabia, the silent giant, not officially a signatory, but heavily involved behind the scenes. Turkey, surprisingly cooperative, providing Muslim world credibility. And the United States, overseeing the entire process. That's 8 major players, 8 nations or entities, all signing onto the same framework. And here's what makes it even more striking. These groups hate each other.
Hi, guys.
Hamas and Israel, enemies for decades. Turkey and the UAE, rivals Saudi Arabia and Qatar. They've had diplomatic disputes for years. So how did they all end up at the same table, agreeing to the same plan? One man, Jared Kushner. He traveled between capitals. He held private meetings. He made phone calls. He drafted language that everyone
He's
could
Satan.
accept.
Look at my
And here's
finger,
the
it's
kicker.
white. He's
He did most of
Satan.
this in secret. And the word Daniel
Yep.
uses,
Exactly.
confirm,
I didn't figure
doesn't
out till a
mean
year ago.
create.
Interesting.
It means to strengthen, to establish, to make
Absolutely,
official
baby.
something that was already being discussed, which is exactly what Kushner did. He took years of failed negotiations and confirmed them into a binding agreement. With many. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but lots of peace agreements involve multiple parties. The Paris Peace Accords had multiple nations. The Camp David Accords had mediators.
Well, the way I say it, you
Fair
guys,
point. But here's what's different.
it's inevitable.
Daniel's prophecy is specifically about
There's
a
gonna
covenant
come a time
involving
when
Israel.
Christ
Which brings us to the
returns.
second parallel.
Everything that's playing out
Parallel number
is supposed to
2.
play out this way.
Absence of God, but promise of peace. Now, this one is subtle, but it's critical. Most people, when they hear about a peace plan in the Middle East,
Hey,
assume
Edwin.
it's a good thing. Peace is always good.
It's all right. Thanks for
But not
asking.
according to Scripture.
Well, I've been
Because
here
the
a
Bible
year.
distinguishes between two types of peace. There's the peace of God, the shalom that comes from reconciliation with the Creator, the peace that Jesus offers, the peace
Tyler
that
Robinson.
surpasses understanding. And then there's human peace, the peace of treaties, the peace of political compromise, the peace that comes from negotiation.
It is way
not
cheaper.
transformation.
That's for sure,
And
but I'm
here's the
still not
prophetic
able
problem.
to save money.
Human peace in the Bible is almost always a setup for judgment. The Apostle Paul warned about this in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say, peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Everything is just so
Notice the sequence.
expensive, Edwin.
People declare
Groceries,
land.
bills, everything.
What Ezekiel 38,
Okay,
verse 8
this
says.
is what there's the dome. Hold on.
Invasion are being set right now.
Okay, listen.
By this peace plan, by the international agreements, by the framework Jared Kushner just put in place. Let
We
me show
do.
you what I mean. Turn to the book of Ezekiel, chapters 38 and 39. This is a 2-chapter prophecy that describes an end times invasion of Israel.
Listen to
It's
this.
so detailed that scholars can identify the nations involved, the motivation for the attack, the timing, the outcome, and most importantly for our discussion today, the condition of Israel when
Listen.
it happens. Here's what Ezekiel 38, verse 8 says, After many days thou shalt be visited. In the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste. But it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. Let me break down what God is saying here. After many days, this is a future event, not something happening in Ezekiel's time. In the latter years, this is end times prophecy. The land that is brought back from the sword, Israel has been through war. This describes post-conflict Israel. Gathered out of many people, the Jewish people have returned from diaspora, from many nations. They shall dwell safely, and this is the key phrase. This is the trigger. The invasion happens when Israel is dwelling safely, securely, without fear. Now look at verse 11. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, and having neither bars nor gates. Israel is described as living in unwalled villages, dwelling at rest, living without bars or gates. This is a picture of a nation that feels completely secure, protected,
Yeah,
at
Tyler,
peace.
I get it.
And that's when the invasion comes. Now, here's where it gets specific. Because Ezekiel doesn't just describe the attack, he names the attackers. Look at Ezekiel 38, verses 2 through 6. Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back, and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet, Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarma of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. Now, those are ancient names, but scholars have traced them to modern nations, Gog and Magog. Most identify this as Russia, the leader from the far north. Meshech and Tubal, ancient regions in what is now Turkey. Persia, this is explicitly Iran. Persia is the ancient name for modern-day Iran. Ethiopia and Libya, North African nations. Gomer, ancient regions that are now part of Turkey and Eastern Europe. Togarma, also identified as part of modern Turkey. So let's list the coalition. Russia, the leader. Iran, explicitly named. Turkey, mentioned multiple times. North African allies, Libya, Sudan, possibly others. Now, here's what's chilling. Look at the current geopolitical alignments. Russia, Iran, and Turkey have formed an unprecedented military alliance in Syria over the last decade. They coordinate military operations. They share intelligence. They conduct joint exercises.
Just like it says in the
This
Bible.
alliance didn't exist 50 years ago. It didn't exist 20 years ago. But it exists now. And it's exactly the coalition Ezekiel predicted 2,600 years ago. So why does this coalition invade Israel? Ezekiel tells us explicitly. Look at verses 12 and 13 again. To take a spoil and to take a prey. To turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods, that dwell in the midst of the land. Sheba and Dedan, and the merchants of Tarshish, with all the young lions thereof, shall say unto thee, Art thou come to take a spoil? Hast thou gathered thy company to take a prey? To carry away silver and gold, to take away cattle and goods, to take a great spoil. The motivation is economic. To take a spoil.
Isn't it always,
To
usually?
take a prey. Silver and gold. This isn't a religious war. It's not about ideology. It's about resources. Israel has something they want, and they believe Israel is weak enough to take it from them. Now, what does Israel have that's so valuable? First, natural gas. Israel has discovered massive natural gas fields in the Mediterranean. The Leviathan field, the Tamar field. Enough gas to make Israel energy independent and a major exporter. Second, technology. Israel is a global leader in cybersecurity, military tech, agricultural innovation, and medical technology. Third, strategic position. Control of Israel means control of Middle Eastern trade routes, access to the Mediterranean, influence over the entire region. And if Israel is dwelling securely, if they've let their guard down because of a peace agreement, this coalition will see an opportunity. Now, Here's where we connect this to Jared Kushner's peace plan. Ezekiel says the invasion happens when Israel is dwelling safely, when they feel secure. So the question is, does this peace plan create that condition? Let me show you how it does. First, demilitarization of Gaza. Point 13 of the peace plan calls for complete demilitarization of Gaza. Hamas disarmed. No rockets, no tunnels, no military infrastructure. If that happens, Israel's most immediate threat is neutralized. For the first time in decades, Israelis living in the south won't fear sirens. They won't need bomb shelters. They can live safely. Second, international peacekeeping forces. Point 15 establishes international forces to monitor the ceasefire and maintain security. Israel will believe they have a buffer, a security guarantee, international backing. They'll feel protected not just by their own military, but by global consensus. That's the definition of dwelling securely. Third, economic prosperity. Points 10 and 11 promise economic development in Gaza and the surrounding region. When economies are growing, when investment is flowing, when prosperity is increasing, people feel safe. They stop preparing for war. They start planning for the future. They dwell safely. Fourth, normalized relations with Arab nations. This peace plan involves multiple Arab states: Egypt, Qatar, UAE, Saudi Arabia.
Why
If
are they
Israel
putting
has disagreements
Qatar
with
having
its
an
neighbors,
airway on
if trade
in
is flowing,
our
if
country?
diplomatic relations are strong,
That should not
Israel
happen.
feels secure. Ezekiel specifically mentions that Israel will be living in unwalled villages. That's a metaphor for a nation that no longer feels the need for constant defense.
Trump is placed
And that's
100%
exactly
tariff
the
on China.
condition
You
this
think
peace
prices
plan
are?
is
Oh,
designed to
jeez.
create. The timing. Is this setting up the Ezekiel war? So here's the critical question. Are we watching the setup for the Ezekiel war right now? Let me give you 3 prophetic indicators that suggest the answer might be yes. Indicator number 1. The coalition is already formed. Russia, Iran, and Turkey are already working together. This isn't speculation. It's documented reality. Indicator
They didn't
number
say
2.
that. Did you hear that
Motivation
somewhere,
is
Robert?
clear. Indicator number 3. Israel is moving toward false
Fellows,
security.
what are you doing, baby?
If
Get
this
up.
peace plan succeeds,
Oh, come
even
on.
temporarily, Israel will let its guard down.
Mm-hmm.
They'll reduce military readiness. They'll focus on economic growth. They'll believe the international community has their back. And that's when they're most vulnerable. Ezekiel says God will put hooks in the jaws of God. That means God will lure this coalition into attacking. And the lure? A secure, prosperous Israel that looks like easy prey. The prophetic sequence. What happens during the invasion? Now, let's talk about what Ezekiel says happens during this invasion, because the outcome is just as important as the setup. Look at Ezekiel 38, verses 18 through 23. And it shall come to pass at the same time, when Gog shall come against the land
Come
of
here.
Israel,
You guys want to see my baby?
saith the Lord God,
Handsome
that my
boy.
fury shall come up in my
You
face.
handsome little stud.
For in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I
You
spoken.
handsome boy. You're
Surely
so
in
handsome.
that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel,
Surely goodness
so that the
and
fishes of
mercy
the sea
shall
and the
follow
fowls
me
of the heaven
all the days
and the beasts of the
days
field
our life.
and all creeping things that creep upon the earth
Come
and all the
You wanna
men
go
that
through
are
there?
upon the face of the earth shall shake in my presence.
here. He likes to go
Mountains
through my
shall be
legs.
thrown
You
down,
like to go through Grandma's
and
legs?
the steep places shall fall, and every wall shall fall to the ground. And I will call for
You're
a
such a
sword
good boy.
against him, throughout all my mountains.
I had to
saith the
order
Lord
him
God.
6 bags of that
Every
food.
man's sword shall be
It
against
only
his
comes
brother,
in 16-ounce
and
bags,
I
you
will
guys.
plead against him with pestilence and with blood. And I will rain upon him and upon his bands,
This
and
is
upon
the stuff
people
he
that are with
likes.
him, an overflowing rain, and great hailstones, fire,
And,
brimstone. Thus will I
oh, you,
magnify
he
myself
loves this
and
stuff.
sanctify myself. And I
It's
will be known in the
freeze-dried.
eyes of many nations, and they shall know
And it
that
looks
I
like
am
that.
the Lord. Let me break down what God says he will do.
Hold on.
God will cause a great earthquake, so powerful that every wall falls.
You hungry?
Mountains are thrown down. God will turn the armies against each other. Confusion will cause the coalition to fight among themselves. God will send pestilence and blood. Disease and death will sweep through the invading forces. God will rain fire and brimstone, supernatural judgment from heaven. The result, Ezekiel 39, verse 2, says only 1/6 of the invading army will survive. That's an 83% casualty rate. Not from Israeli military might, but from divine intervention. And God says explicitly why he does this. Thus will I magnify myself, and they shall know that I am the Lord.
Amen. What happened? Oh, is that it? Oh, God's gonna have his last. God's gonna have his last word. He's gonna intervene, you guys. Lexi says, hi, Soza. Last week, China stopped buying American soybeans and corn. That's not getting any attention. Yeah, a lot of stuff doesn't get any attention, huh? You hungry? He loves this shit, you guys. I'm telling you. Hold on. I warm up a little bit of water and put it in there for him. And then I add some of the, and I also put his, what do you call it in here? I put his Freedom Joint Drops in the food for his joints. I just put it right on his food. And I add a few little pieces of Fresh Pet to mix in with it. I mix in a little bit of this stuff so he has a little something extra. But I've cut his food intake way back because I'm trying to get him to lose some weight. You gotta lose some weight, huh, buddy? My baby's gotta lose some weight. So your joints don't hurt as bad, huh, sweet pea? But he gobbles this up. He loves this shit. Don't you, Sos? You love this stuff, huh? And I feel bad because it's not a lot of food that I give him. Like, he's probably starving to death, but... You hungry? You want your num-nums? Oh, honey, your little hips hurt. I know, sweet pea. Here you go. He loves this stuff, you guys. You should get it for your doggies. Because the other food isn't good for him. See, he gobbles it up. He loves it. They have different flavors or whatever you call them. The reason I like this stuff is because it holds the nutrients in there, whereas the kibble that you give them, I did some research on this. The kibble that you give them, it cooks out all the nutrients. That when they cook it at over 400 degrees, it cooks out all the nutrients. And this, what's it called? Freeze, whatever, frozen. Wait, what do they call it? Freeze dried. It's freeze dried raw, so it holds all the fruits and vegetables and meat in there. So he gets all the nutrients. And he loves the stuff. Is that good, baby? You want me to hold it for you? Yeah. Can you hear it? Just gobble it up. You like that, huh, bub? That's nummies, huh? Is that nummies? All gone. See? He loves it. He loves it, huh? You love it, huh? You love it, huh? Don't you? Oh. Oh, what are you doing? What do you want? What do you want? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come see me. Come see me. Come see me. So I fake crying because so deep. Come here. Come here. Come here. He's ignoring me. Oh, you want to go out? You want to go for your walkie? You want to go for a walk? Ugh. Oh my gosh, you guys, I still have to go to see my mom. I have to take Sosa out for his walk this morning. You want to go for your walkie, honey? Do you have to go poops? Do you have to go poops? You gotta go poopy? Should we take the backpack so I can throw the ball for you? You want to grab and throw the ball for you? We'll go to the field. Oh my goodness. We'll go to the field. You want to go to the field? Okay, so I gotta switch bags here. Take his water. Take his bowl. Is there a ball down in here? Yes, we got the ball in there. We gotta take your poopy bags and your treats. Is that enough shit bags? Is that enough shit bags for you? Okay, then we got your treats. What's in here? Your treats go in that pocket. Your poopy bags go in this pocket. I gotta bring another thing of water. Got the ball, got that. I have to wear my rain boots because the ground's wet. It's been raining. Ow. It's been raining around here, huh, Sos? It's been raining, huh, baby? I wear my old, this is my old jacket when I take him out. I might come on later this evening when we get back. We might come on later, huh, Sos, when I get back from seeing my mom. Yeah? Is that a good idea, Woody? Is that a good idea? Okay. Hold on. What am I doing? Oh, I gotta put on some sweats. Grandma has to put on some sweats, huh? Grandma has to put on her sweats. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, my love. I gotta do laundry today. I never shows off tomorrow. I wish Grandma was off tomorrow, you know that? I wish I was off tomorrow. Shit. You're not gonna eat that marrow bone, are you? Sosa, you're not gonna eat that marrow bone? I'm wearing my shut the fuck up, sorry. I'm wearing my shut the F up socks. I love them. Let's see. They say, hold on, I'm making a shut the fuck up. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. It's probably cold out there. Sometimes I get dressed and I think it's going to be really cold. Then I end up sweating to death. I haven't rode my electric bike in a while either. I really want to ride that electric bike. It's raining a bit here in Vancouver and it's cold. It's a high of 10 degrees. Oh my gosh, that's it? 10 degrees? Wow, that's cold. I have to drive quite a ways to go see my mom too. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, Grandma's got to put her rain boots on. Is the ground wet? You guys always check your shoes for spiders because they like to hibernate. Oh yeah, it's cold, Nikki, out there. they like to hibernate in people's shoes because it's dark. So before you put on your shoes, check them for spiders, especially now. You don't want to get bit. You don't want to get your toes bit. Hold on, baby. Where's your girlfriend? Where's your girlfriend, honey? Is your girlfriend going to go with us? You want your girlfriend to go? Where's Zoe? Where's your girlfriend? Oh, I can't get this shoe on. Where's Zozo? All right, you guys, I gotta take him out. And, ay. It's a never-ending story. Never-ending story. I'll see you guys later. I'll come on later, maybe. Hold on, loves. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta brush my hair. You want to see if Zoe wants to go? Should we see if Zozo wants to go with us? Huh? You want me to call Zozo? You want me to call Zozo? I gotta call or message Zoe's dad to see if she can go with us. You too, Big D. I just put my boots on and crushed the shit out of the spider. Oh, oh, Robert, ew. You have a good day, guys. I'll see you later. I'll probably come on later. I might need to, I might need a little support after getting back from seeing my mom. I don't know how that's gonna go, so maybe I'll come on and you guys can give me a little emotional support. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for popping in. And Sosa says bye. Right, Sos? He's like, okay. Bye, guys. I'm going to go. Love you. Bye.